Step number one is get your mindset right. Now, I get it. Nobody likes talking about mindset. Everybody wants to get to the practical stuff, and I'm going to get into that in this video. But if you don't have the right mindset, it's going to be impossible for you to build wealth for yourself. I call this channel the minority mindset because all success starts with your mindset. The first mindset shift you need to make is stop letting these people take all of your money. In the beginning of this video, I told you the banks profit when you're drowning in debt, because when you're drowning in debt, now you're working hard to make interest payments to your bank, which makes your banker richer. But that banker didn't put a gun to your head telling you to buy that big of a house. They didn't tell you to go into credit card debt. They didn't tell you to buy that car. Your corporations profit when you spend all of your money. In fact, they love it when you spend money you don't have, because that means Gucci is selling you a scarf that they normally wouldn't be able to sell you because you can't afford it. But Gucci didn't put a gun to your head telling you to buy that scarf. And governments profit when you're just an employee. Now, I get it. We're never taught this financial education, but the government is giving you tax breaks when you become an investor. And this is where the first mindset shift you have to make is stop trying to look rich and understand the game, that if you want to win, you got to stop falling into that trap. The second mindset shift that you have to make is you have to believe. I mean fully believe with every cell in your body that you can and will become wealthy. Because if you don't believe it's going to be possible for you, I guarantee you it's not going to happen. Because when you go around saying rich people are evil, I can't believe that this person spent money like that, oh my God, money is so bad and evil, you're never going to want to do something that's going to be bad. You're never going to want to do something that you believe is evil. And if you think money is bad, if you think becoming wealthy is bad, why would you want to go out and do something that is bad or evil? So you have to believe that you will become wealthy, which means you have to start appreciating wealth. And then the third, and probably the most difficult mindset shift that you're going to have to make, is not playing the blame game. It's very easy now to blame the bank for the situation that you're in. It's very easy to blame corporations for forcing you to spend all your money, and it's very easy to blame the government for screwing you over. I get it. There's a lot of crap out there. But if you want to get out of the situation that you're in, you cannot keep blaming them for your problems, and now you have to start taking responsibility for your problems. I'm not saying that these things don't happen. I'm saying now we got to stop worrying about them and you got to start worrying about you. Step number two is make some serious sacrifices. Now, this step is going to hurt a lot of people's feelings, because if you look online, a lot of people are selling you how to burn fat without putting in any effort, how to get big without actually going to the gym, and how to get rich without actually putting in any work. And I'm here to tell you that that's a whole bunch of crap. If you really want to become wealthy, it's going to take a lot of work, and it's going to start by making real sacrifices. Let me give you an example. You graduated college, you got a good job, and now you're making some decent income, and you want to show it off just like everybody else. And the best way to do that is, of course, getting yourself a brand new BMW. So you go into the dealership and you find this $50,000 new BMW that you want to drive. Now, you could buy something a little bit more expensive, but you're being financially smart just driving around in a $50,000 car. But here's the thing, you don't have $50,000 in your bank account. So you, like everybody else, finance this car. And to finance this $50,000 car, you put down $8,000 as your down payment. And now you have a monthly car payment of around $850 a month. That doesn't include your maintenance or your oil changes or the premium gas or your expensive insurance. It's $850 a month for your car payment, which honestly is kind of normal nowadays because everybody has a $1,000 a month car payment, but you're paying this $850 a month to BMW. Now, here's the part that hurts a lot of people's feelings. Financing your car is a triple whammy because number one, you're paying interest on this car. Number two, this car that you're paying interest on is a depreciating liability, because in 5 years, this car is not going to be worth $50,000. It might be worth $25,000. And then number three, this car has a limited lifespan, because this car is not going to last you forever. After you finish this car, or you finish paying it off, you're going to need a new car, which means you can pay it off, but then you're gonna need another car at the end of it again. That's why this random guy on YouTube actually cares when you, random viewer of this random guy on YouTube, drives around in a car that's keeping you broke. So what I want you to do is get rid of this car. Now I know what you're gonna say, but Jaspreet, I need my car to get to work. Now the interesting thing about this is you're going to work just to pay for this car, but instead what I want you to do is I want you to get rid of this car, and then instead of driving around in a financed BMW, I want you to take this $8,000 down payment and use this to buy a car with cash. Get yourself a used but working Toyota Corolla, maybe a Toyota Camry. It's gonna be older, it might have some dings on it, but it'll be working, and it's gonna save you a whole lot of money. And then you take this $850 a month and you put this into building your own wealth, because you now don't have to give this to BMW. If you own Gucci or Louis Vuitton, but you don't have a stock market portfolio, do not walk into Gucci. If you have a Rolex, but you don't have any cash flow, do not walk into Rolex. You do not go out and spend money at these places until you have the assets first. And I'm gonna take it one step further. If you have credit card debt, you should also not have a Netflix subscription. Now, it's not because you're gonna save $15 a month. It's because the average American is watching more than 2 hours of TV a day. They're watching more than 2 hours of Netflix a day. And so what I want you to do is take that TV time, that brain rotting time, and turn that into education time. That way now you can start learning how you can make more money to pay off the credit card debt. That way you can learn how to invest your money to get out of the credit card debt and learn how to build your wealth instead of making Amex richer. Now, I get it, it's gonna be hard, but you shouldn't feel comfortable sitting there watching TV with your family when you have credit card debt that's charging you 25% interest, because that is skinning you alive financially. Step number 3 is invest the extra money that you have. This entire video, I've been showing you how our economic system is designed to keep the majority of people financially stuck, financially poor, and financially stupid. Well, the reason why is because the majority of people are just consumers and they're just employees. Our economic system gets rich off of you when you are just a consumer and you're just an employee, because you're spending all of your money and you're gonna pay the highest tax rates. But as soon as you become an investor, now you get to win in this economic system, because now you can invest in banks, you can invest in the companies that are selling people things, you can invest in the economic system, and as an investor you can qualify for lower tax rates. But that requires you to have some extra money. And oh, look at that. You got an extra $850 a month because you sold your BMW. What would happen if you invested that $850 a month? If you invested the $850 a month into yourself instead of just giving it away to BMW, and you got the average market return, which historically has been about 10% a year, and you invested your money for 25 years, here's what would happen. If you just owned a car, this car after 25 years would be worth $0. But if you invested that same $850 a month, you would have over $1.1 million with the average market return. If you did this for 35 years, well, now you're not gonna have $1 million or $2 million, you're gonna have over $3 million. And just so we can have a little bit of fun, if you did this for 45 years, well, now, instead of having a car that's worthless, you would have an investment portfolio worth over $8 million. So what would you prefer? The BMW today or the millions in your investment portfolio in the future? And remember, if you want some additional resources as an investor, my team at Briefs Media publishes a free daily newsletter called Market Briefs, where we break down what's happening in things like stocks, housing, crypto, the global markets, and our own economy into a fun, witty, and easy to read newsletter. We have hundreds of thousands of investors that are reading Market Briefs every morning. And when you join Market Briefs, you'll also get my investing masterclass, where I break down how you can start investing and find investment opportunities before everybody else. It's completely free, so if you want to get the investing masterclass and Market Briefs, I have the link for you to join down in the description below. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to continue your financial education journey, I have another video that I think you'll love. All you got to do is click that button right over there. And for those of you who want to stay up to date on the top finance and business news, you can join Market Briefs, my free financial newsletter, by clicking that button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.